it'll be out of frame if I just have it like at my side. Because all I need to do is glance, and then I know, and then I remember. Yeah.
Okay. I think the GoPro will see it, to be honest with you. Like, do I have lights this thing going?
Yes.
Okay. Thing is with GoPros is if the subject is in sight of the lens, it can be seen. So you might want to say, like, or throw in there, I have my cheat sheet here. Don't hate. You've used them too, you know. There it goes. Audio clap. Oh, Justin.
Brian.
Back at it again.
Giveaway number 12.
This is an Evo 10. I've never driven an Evo 10 before, and so you're gonna see me do my internet reactions, but mine are never cooked. They're always genuine. The what we talked about before was the Evo 9 was always the Lancer to have, whereas going into this, and still how I sit now in the car, is this is the lesser. It's going, I have the impression that while it is fantastic, the 10 always existed from an internet clout standpoint behind the 9. And you talked about, well, because it doesn't have the Mavic head, or the engine's different. What did you say?
Well, this is no longer the 4G63, which the
Oh.
8 was the regular 4G63. The 9 was 4G63 block with a Mavic head. This is now, I don't even know the name of this motor.
Neither do I.
But
You did say it was a whole clean sheet for Mitsubishi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a from scratch, whereas the 9 was a very mild evolution from the 8. Like,
Gotcha.
mechanically, it was nearly the same car.
Yeah.
You know.
You talked about how when you drove the 9 that you made, that was an angry car, and I agreed with it.
Yeah.
And has very darty steering. This may not be that, but it has more horsepower.
Yes. So the 9 was just BPU, maybe 250, 260 wheel, all wheel. This is 360 all wheel, thanks to a Cobb Access port tuned by Jeff Evans at Evans Tuning. It's got a full turbo back AMS exhaust. It's got in-gen intake and intercooler piping. Got Ibach lowering springs to you know, make it sit a little bit nicer. Avid AV20 18 by 9.5 wheels with some 275 rubber all the way around.
Okay.
And then for the cool looking stuff, we got the C-Bon vented carbon fiber hood, front lip, and little side vents.
Yeah.
And that's the total package, Prime style.
Let's get some, I like it. Let's get some AC going on here. And it's a fob, so you have the fob?
Fob's on me.
Okay.
We're good.
We're gonna get the air on, but keep the fan low, just so the cameras don't hear it too much. Okay, the rear visibility is junk. Sorry. It's where's my reverse?
Regular 5-speed.
Okay.
Yeah, the wing is almost directly in the middle.
It has daytime running lights, and I do have adjustable height on the regular headlights. So if it has DLRs, I'll just turn my headlights off. Where is it biting? Where is it biting? Where is it biting? There's it's biting. we film all these for RCR, usually the point of view drive is the last thing to be done. So you don't have to worry, folks, that, oh, he just left and immediately went almost full throttle. The car's warmed up. We're fine.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you said about do they need another signpost?
You like that?
That post doesn't go to the ground.
No.
It's just in the truck.
It's just sitting in the bed of the truck. Stanhope style.
All right. After this, what is this? Honda
Sonata.
Sonata.
Yeah, the new one.
Pulls out a little bit more throttle than you think you need, and immediately lower the boosts way sooner than the. Oh, there it is. Is this boost by gear?
I don't know if the
I don't know
comp
either.
is.
Okay.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. But yeah, this comes on thanks to the tune, obviously.
Yeah.
And some other, and the full turbo back setup.
Right.
Comes on noticeably faster.
Right. Yeah, I can see what you say about the steering. The steering is more car-like.
Yes.
Than the 9, which was all floppy.
Yeah.
And then the MR version of this did not have a manual.
Correct. The GR was the manual. The MR was the paddle in the 10. Which obviously we weren't about to do a paddle car. So.
No, that would piss a lot of people. I could see that pissed a lot of people off. That the best car did not have 3 pedals.
Yeah, the top trim level was the slush box.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Was it a legit dual clutch or was it a torque converter with just paddles on it?
You know, I don't know anything about that gearbox. I do not believe it was a dual clutch because I don't think Mitsubishi had the money.
Oh.
You know, because Mitsubishi is never flush. You know.
No. The only way
that was the Germans doing them at that point.
Really?
Yeah, like you had, the Mark V GTI was one of the earliest, DSG equipped cars.
True.
And that was in 06, 05, 06.
And what year model is this?
This is a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a
Evo 10.
2010 Evo 10. But yeah, I don't believe it was, but I'm sure someone in the comments will say I'm an idiot for not. But I don't really care. It's manual only.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you're giving away a manual car to proper enthusiasts. Was I already in 5th? Oh yeah, because I thought I was in a 9. I was going to see, well, we're just doing this. We'll go 6 gear. That was another thing. No, more gears, more better, and this only has 5.
Yeah. Interestingly, and some of your viewers commented on it, the 9 6-speed was in the same case as the 5-speed, so it was actually a weaker gearbox when you went for more power.
The one
so guys would swap them out for 5 for enough for 5
You're right.
speeds.
That was the guy in Bradenton, Florida said that.
Yep.
6-speed. 6-speed is fine as long as you don't crank that.
Yeah.
I forget the engine designation.
The 4G63. Yeah. It was I thought it was a great gearbox, but it just, when you have less space in there, which means you have less cooling, which means you have more heat, which means you have more likelihood of bye-bye time.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, since we're just farting around behind this Sonata for a little bit, you can talk about the giveaway process. Some people had questions about, well, how does it really work? Is it a raffle? Is it not? You can check your cheat sheet if you want to.
Yeah. I have that handy just in case. But yeah, no. We get a lot of questions about that. Like, well, people call it a raffle, even though it's a giveaway, and a lot of people just don't know the difference between a giveaway and a raffle. Very simply, a raffle is when you are purchasing a chance to win and getting either a digital confirmation or just a piece of paper. A giveaway and a raffle can only be done by a government entity or a 501c3. So a lottery and a raffle is effectively the same thing. A giveaway can be done by a for-profit business because you are exchanging value. You are buying a shirt, a hat, a keychain, car parts.
Right. And
you are getting those said shirt, hat, keychain, car parts. And as a bonus, you're entered to win the car. You are not buying a ticket to win the car. You're buying products that hopefully you would want anyway, which is why we have our designer.
Whichever direction this guy goes, I'm going the opposite.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Does that guy have the right? Oh, he's waving me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
An Audi that waved us by.
Whoa.
I don't know what
Sorry to interrupt your speech, but it's Evo time now.
Get some. It's dumb fast.
Okay, you know
This
what?
is a really sharp turn.
Okay, break it.
Like 25 mile an hour.
Okay. It's not. You know what it's like? Did you see John Wick 3?
Oh, yes.
Do you know that part where he's fighting the two guys in the glass house?
With the knives?
Near the very end.
At the end. Yeah, yeah.
Like the mini bosses before the final boss.
Yes.
One of them says, in his own language, in a subtitle, it says, "He's getting old. Yes, but he's still John Wick."
Yes.
The Evo 10 is like it's not as sharp as what it was, but it's still an Evo.
Yeah.
And it's not, but this isn't slowing down. Well, maybe it's that I'm rowing through less gears that I don't feel. Okay. Since I'm not going, I have one less gear, which means my ratios are higher. Is the car heavier though?
This is marginally heavier than the 9. The 9 was freakishly light for what it was. But like, 100 pound on this.
Maybe it's
in terms of curb weight.
Maybe it's the more pillowcase steering that makes me feel that the car is heavier. Of course, also the suspension you have on this isn't as
milder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much milder. It's
Yeah,
much more
the old
livable.
one had Megan coilovers, which were appropriately angry. This is just Ibach Pro Kit springs or Ibach springs, and a stock style strut, so that we retain ride quality, but we get the right height.
Yeah.
Because the 9 was angry, so we made it angry. This is a little bit more of a grown-up car, but faster. So we didn't want it to be so knife edge,
right?
So that the winter doesn't potentially put it in a hedge.
Yeah, you gave me that 9 in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And I took my mom for a ride in it, and she's like, "I don't like this." Every bump was bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I thought that car was fun, but
It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was just, it was a little bit more punishing.
I wish I would have filmed myself. I did do big donuts in the snow with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was just an inch on the ground. I hurt the car. Whoever has that 9 now, hey, I was doing donuts in the Racquetball Club parking lot where we filmed, and it was big and controllable. And by the way, I still have the. Unless it's not the same, I don't see gravel, tarmac, or snow.
It's moving in the top. So the old one had the names buttons next to them. This one just changes the word.
Falcon. Oh, it's a Ranchero, but it's still a Falcon.
Yeah, this just changes the words. You're right at the top of the little display.
Snow Park. Yeah, it doesn't move. Okay.
Yeah. Not quite the same drama.
I know. Not dedicated.
Ooh, 993 turbo. Come on. Oh no, it's a Carrera 4. Made it look like a 993 turbo. You son of a. We should probably turn around sometime because I don't know where we are anymore.
All right. Anyway, yeah, and sometimes, we got some wingadingas going on here with your big wheels. I'll bet you have 8 liters of displacement, and I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm not gonna rev at you. But I am gonna boost. Okay, we gotta seriously turn around up here somewhere. As fun as this road is.
I think right
here we go.
Yeah. And as all Evos, the turn radius is not great.
Right.
Give yourself a little extra. You will not make this in one turn.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go out, gonna pull back.
Yeah, we'll do a little mini K action.
I hope this guy's cool because it probably gets a lot of people doing this. Can I make this?
Oh yeah, I think you got this.
Okay. No one coming, no one coming. Here we go.
90% confident. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No.
I think the 9 was worse. What's the turning radius?
Did you have bigger wheels on that one?
No, actually, same size wheels. 18 by 9.5 all the way around.
Huh.
That was only running 255s though. This is running 275s. So a little extra meat.
Yeah.
But so to get back to the raffle giveaway thing, ultimately, the giveaway is you're actually getting product. You're getting something for your money, and then a bonus is a chance to win the car.
Right.
A raffle or a lottery is a ticket or just a number.
Yeah.
And it's gambling. which is why only the government or a 501c3 charity can do it.
Gotcha.
Or Vegas.
I wonder how a high school football team worked it, where you bought those 50/50 tickets.
Yeah, that would have been done through the Boosters Club.
Yeah.
Which would have a charity, a 501c3.
Gotcha.
Because they were raising money, like all that fundraising. You can't fundraise unless you have a 501c3.
I see.
Well, you can't legally fundraise. Yeah, so that's how that all works. The other question we get all the time is, what about taxes? And ultimately, that's why we give away the cash with it. So the $5,000 cash will cover taxes and shipping, which is basically the point of it. Now, if you happen to be close, if the winner ends up being like, Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour drive, then obviously they can just drive themselves. They save the shipping.
Yeah.
And then they would have, some more extra money.
Yeah.
But most guys end up with a little extra money left anyway.
Nice. A question
that way it really is a free car.
Yeah.
It's not, you want a car and now you have to pay the taxes for it and the shipping for it. The idea is the $5,000 covers all of our cars. If we go to a more expensive car, then we would raise the dollar amount.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. Like when I gave away Silicone Sally, Marcio's previous camera car, it was, just watching these trucks and trailers here.
Yeah.
You're right. That
nose still dives in though.
Yeah. Still John Wick.
Yeah, still John Wick. It's kind of funny we ended up on really like a perfect road.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like 360 wheel in this car,
Yeah.
say like a 3,300 pound car straight through, is like exactly what I would want on the higher end if I was gonna like daily the car.
Yeah.
Because you can use it, it's on the ragged edge. but like more, then you start getting into like more heavy modifications, more money, reliability goes down, all the things that we don't want our cars to be.
Right.
So this is basically right around the top of where we would do a car with the intent of being our normal fast, fun, reliable. All three. Versus you want to go really fast, you gotta pick two of those.
Right.
Or, fast, cheap, reliable. Pick two. Yeah. This is coming up to our sweet little hairpin.
Yeah.
Really is a hairpin too.
If this was New Zealand, that Roadworks car would be going my speed right now. You have one wheel off the ground.
Yeah, front end bites.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm always waiting for it to plow, like a Subaru or an Audi.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. And then here we're turning right to go back onto our normal route.
Right. Whichever way this guy goes, I'm going the opposite. So if he turns right, we're going back.
Looks like he's going straight by his angle of departure. Oh no, left.
Going left. Going right.
Get in front of him. He's not going to wait for us. Damn it, Tundra. Base model Tundra too. Come on, man. Bring your A game.
Let him go a little bit.
Give him a little running room.
Yeah. I'll give a third gear. No, I'm going back to second. Oh, I should have shifted quicker.
Get it.
All right, he's ahead. He's ahead. He's ahead. Wham. 50.
And cruising.
Yeah, there was less juddering. There definitely is way more pull with this than the 9. Although after driving the 9 for like a week and a few days, I started to get used to that power.
Yeah.
And it started to not scare me.
Yes.
I think this, because it's softer, even though it's more, I think I could get used to that.
Yeah.
That sort of like, well, here it goes. Good luck, everybody else, because I'm merging in front of you.
Yeah.
Whereas with the I have to wait less with this. This would be a better merger.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't think is something people in other parts of the country value as much, the ability to merge. But because around sort of the eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, getting up toward the city, which is normally around here when you say that, you mean New York.
New York City.
Or more specifically, Manhattan.
Yeah, the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Is there any other? Chicago.
Certainly not as big.
I'm sorry to knock Chicago.
I like Chicago.
Yeah, I love Chicago.
It's just not the city.
It's not the city.
It's a city.
Yeah. So the ability to immediately get up to it's the 30 to 70 pull.
Yeah.
As you're merging along the highway, I need to get in, slide in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get angry at anybody who just merges right in front of me onto the highway because I see you're hustling too.
Yeah.
The people who are, I don't know if I can just go in front of me. You will not insult me by pulling in front of me.
Yeah. You'll insult me by not doing either.
Yeah.
Should I go? Should I not go? Wait, are you letting me go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
We're going to have to go up this road a little bit just to get turned around, but I will not complain by looking at a Baja.
How about that? You can turn around right here.
Yeah. Can we make this turn?
See if we can do it. Sans K.
Okay.
I think we got it.
Lock. No one coming, no one coming. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely a better turning ratio than the 9.
Than the 9.
The 9 didn't make that because I tried it.
I got to remember that for the notes when we take notes after this. Tighter turning radius than the 9.
Yeah. Not
More.
way tighter, but tighter.
Yeah.
Again, more like, a little bit more of a real car.
Right. Which is weird because this was when Mitsubishi really wasn't doing that well.
No, which is why this died in 15. They said, good night, Evo.
Yeah.
We literally can't afford to build cars that, almost like any real enthusiast car, you probably lose money on.
Right.
Even at $40,000, which is what these sold for. With a $5,000 VIG in the early days.
Wow.
Right when they released them, there was a Mitsubishi dealer right down the road, and they were 40, and then had a $5,000 dealer upcharge.
Wow.
Yeah, $45,000 car. Still, back then, it would have been hard to beat for that kind of money.
I get it. Subaru could just, it was the regular Imprezas that always, and then the WRX. I think the WRX is really it because people will look at an STI, get sticker shock with that, settle for a WRX, and then all the tuners win by making a WRX run like an STI.
Yep, which you can and more sense, and more pound, more and more. Yeah.
But without a whole bunch of people buying Lancers, because even with people in Imprezas, they know that it's still the same platform as the Halo car, whereas a regular Lancer just... What was below the Lancer? Well, there was the... What's that little one that Mitsubishi still has now? The tiny little bubble car.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm so uninterested, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, but the regular Lancer is not a the WRX is a STI light. The Lancer is not an Evo light.
No,
it's just a Lancer.
Yeah,
the Evo is a Evo, not Lancer.
Yeah, like even Steph Schrader has a Lancer, and I think it's this generation.
Yeah,
I even reviewed it, took it on the track. She could still scare me on the track because Steph Schrader is a race car driver.
Yeah.
So, but then I drove it, and she says, like, look, when I have to work around this car's nanny state engineering.
Yes.
And with modern Impreza, you can still turn all that stuff off.
Yeah.
And you have a manual, and you have all-wheel drive, and it just says, well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Doing that, whereas Mitsubishi didn't attaboy their pedestrian cars.
Yes, they were just pedestrian. Yeah. There was no middle of the road.
No.
You either had the peasant's car, or the hero car.
Yeah.
And there's only one hero car. You have a choice of an Evo or an Evo with pedal shifters.
Right. Oh, and since you were answering questions, one of the questions I get: why does regular car reviews always end up at Prime Driven or Moyer Subaru all the time? Well, it's because I talk about dicks a lot. Dicks and cocks. There is a difference, and ball sacks and anuses, and people pierce their circumcisions that make your dick look like the bottom of one of those sippy straws that have spoons on them from like 7-Eleven or Turkey Hill. Just all this talk turns off most companies. So there isn't a whole lot of people who want to do business with RCR. So it's really prime driven, more Subaru sometimes, and then automation all the way in New Zealand. So I take what I can get, folks.
And we enjoy it thoroughly. And so do our customers.
Yeah.
Like, we literally get comments on our initial launch ads that say, when is Mr. Regular driving it? I'm not buying until I see the video. I'm like, come on, man. All right, fine, we'll do one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean,
thank you for letting me come out and play.
Cars are only as fun as the people you can share them with.
Oh,
You know?
that's a line right there. Cars are only as
Submit
fun.
that up.
Yeah. Cars are only as fun as the
That
people
phrase
you can
trademark
share
Rick
with.
Babianco. The one other question I want to answer that we get all the time on our ads and in your comment section a lot of times is, like, you know, how do people know that it's not fake? Like, well, I would think that we've done like what 5 or 6 of these together now.
Yeah.
Like, I would think that there would be some social proof, some clout there, some trust. But but to those that haven't gotten to that point yet, that's a legitimate question, and we get it all the time on our ads and even on emails and stuff. Because we're just a tiny little company. We're 4 guys, little Toyota MR2 shop in the middle of Stanhope, New Jersey. You know, it's how do you give away, you know, $20,000 cars? Well, the answer is it is real, and it is difficult to do, and expensive to do, and time-consuming to do. But our customers love it, and they've never loved anything else vaguely as much as, well, obviously getting a free car.
Yeah.
But we've been building Toyota MR2s for over 10 years, and we had to stop building customer cars. We started doing the giveaways because the giveaway cars take a lot of work and a lot of time to make everything work on the back end so that you guys get your stuff, and so that, you know, filming all the videos and all that kind of stuff. But part of what we try to do to show that we are real is partnering up with awesome YouTube channels like Mr. Regular here, Regular Car Reviews, you know, and a few others, to just show people, one, more about the car, because our videos that we make, you know, aren't nearly this comprehensive. You know, like, most people aren't going to watch an ad that I run that's 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
They're going to watch 30 seconds.
There are some people who have been hanging for us, and we've been going on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching all of these point of view stuffs.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for staying with us. But yes, we are real. You can Google us. Just Google Prime Driven or Prime MR2. We've been around for 10 years. We used to build cars for customers. Now we sell Toyota MR2 parts online, help our customers fix tech problems, and do the car giveaways and sell merch and some cool tools and stuff that people can use if they don't need a shirt or a hat or, you know, whatever.
And on that note, we're here. We're back at work, or the shop, or both, or anything.
Work/play.
Yeah.
That's
And oh, the reveal wasn't here. Where is it? See, when we were going to pull in, there was going to be a surprise right here.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
it's
out.
gone. He took it out. So there is no teaser.
There'll have to be another video.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you for everybody for watching. Take care.